are standard battle assumptions for character stats
Okay,
and
give me a second.
um, anime or manga Goku, no other kind of Goku, and I'll take manga Itachi, manga
Sure,
and data book Itachi.
I'll go with manga Goku. That's not a problem. Let me go ahead and read the character
Noodle,
stats here.
Noodle's taking DA.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna take a look at the standard battle assumptions for character stats. Just give me a second. Hold on. They should be almost the same thing, probably.
What'd you say?
I'm taking
Sorry,
a
my
look at
fucking internet.
the standard battle assumptions for character stats. Give me a second.
They're basically the same as versus battle wiki from what I know, but I would still look at them anyway.
Perfect.
They're just better. And you don't have any issue with me using data books as well, right?
No. All right, that's fine. That's not a problem.
Okay, cool. All right.
So what's your premise?
My premise is that Goku consistently holds back in character. He'll stand and look at people usually before a fight. Does this with Cell. Um, and that just means that Itachi will have the ability to genjutsu him before he ever does anything.
Can you show me him standing there staring at Cell?
Yeah.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Does anyone know the chapter versus Cell versus Goku off the top of their head? No. Oh, fuck.
$397 noodles.
Thank you.
If you're looking at like something else different, just like chapter 203 of the actual Dragon Ball Z section, but you know, things like that.
All right. Go to scans. Scan dumpster.
Sure. This is 397.
This is the chapter 203, I think.
Thank you. Give me a second. Okay. Are you aware of the fact that how this is like this is a tournament?
Yep.
Okay. You're aware of like how Goku was like raised by Grandpa Gohan, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So in this tournament style fight, he only goes right in terms of this when Cell says, because this is Cell making the decisions.
Cell says it, and then he waits for a second even after. So.
Hold on. No, he doesn't.
Yep. So if you look at the scan, he says, so you're going to start off, huh? I wanted to save the best for last. Oh well. And then Goku gets into his stance. Then Trunks and Vegeta have a conversation. Hercule has a conversation with the announcer, and Goku's still standing there.
How are you reading these?
Here, I'll just string it to you.
I know, like you're reading from right to left, correct?
Yep.
Okay, all right, so you left out the next scan of the fight. So literally after Cell says let's
next
go.
scan?
Yeah. Literally after Cell says let's go, Goku charges at Cell. I'll go ahead and grab him for you right there.
Yeah, he says it before that though, too. So it doesn't matter. He says it right here. He says, so you're gonna start off, huh? And Goku's still sitting there waiting, like the match has already started. So he's just waiting.
Resend the scan to me.
Yeah, here. So it says it right here. And then the next scan after this is just him waiting.
Okay, yeah, he says so. You're gonna start. He's asking Goku if he's gonna start, and then Goku gets into his stance, right? And then
Yeah.
Cell finally wants to
Okay,
commence.
hold on.
Okay, hold on, I'm not done.
He doesn't. He's not asking him if he's gonna start. He's saying, "So you're gonna start off, huh?" So
Yeah,
he's
that's a
saying he's
question.
already starting, and then Goku's start is him standing there.
No, that's not. No. Okay, him
Yep,
standing and getting into a stance is not him proceeding the fight. That's not how that works. Okay,
that is him starting the fight because
can I
because
finish
Cell
speaking?
says
Okay,
after he sees the stance that you're going to start off, huh? So that means he's starting the fight.
that can just simply mean that Goku's the first person to get into a stance because the tournament.
That mean no. He
Noodles,
says
let me
you're
speak.
going to start.
Noodles, can you please let me talk without you cutting me off?
Go ahead, bro.
Thank you. Okay, so a fight is them going like it's basically like it's a violent confrontation, right? This is not a
Not
fight.
necessarily.
Okay, that's what. Okay, what is it then? Please explain to me what a fight is.
You can just call it confrontation. It doesn't have to be violent though. But yeah,
Then that's not a what? I can
it
confront
doesn't
him.
have to be a violent confrontation. It could just be like a one shot, which I don't think people would consider violent. But either
No,
way,
that's
it's
a knockout.
irrelevant.
That's not a fight. Never mind. That's not relevant. Okay.
No, it's a fight. You can get knockouts in a fight.
Yeah, you can get knocked out in a fight.
Either
But
way,
that
this is
doesn't mean
irrelevant. We
that's
go on
retarded.
this. We don't need to go on
Okay.
this tangent.
So like I was saying, okay, he gets into a stance, all right, and then Cell gets into a stance. Cell says, "Let's go," and then Goku charges at him. That is Cell saying, "Okay, we can commence the battle now." And when Goku hears this, he starts. That's how tournaments operate.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So
go until his
what that
opponent's
tells
ready.
me is that like Goku only goes when someone else tells him to go.
No,
That's not helping
no,
you.
that's
Like that's
okay.
what you're telling me.
That's not how
That
that
is what you're
works.
telling me.
Okay,
Yes, he's saying
Noodles, you're
Goku, let's
not
go,
listening.
and then Goku
Okay.
goes like he
Noodles,
waits for
if
Cell to do
okay,
something.
Noodles, if you were listening to the full argument, then you would hear what I said first. Okay, this is a tournament. Okay, Goku has
Yeah.
been in numerous amounts of tournaments, and in those tournaments, you do not go until somebody who is officiating the battle starts, or it's says
They
to
already
him.
had started the official battle had already started by
No,
this point.
no, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Yes.
No, the proctor has to
There
say
there
start in
there
order
is
for it to
no
start.
there is no like there is no like it's about to begin or whatever. Like he's already starting by the
No,
point
no,
Goku is like in his stance. Like
no. Yes, there is because the Cell is the proctor. That's how it operates. This is
what
his
can you show
tournament.
me Cell as the proctor? Like what do you even
Yes,
mean by
this
he's the
is his
proctor?
tournament. He officiates whether or not this starts or not.
Yeah, but
That's his
how
go.
do you know he's officiating it? He's already said so you're gonna start, huh?
It's his tournament, okay?
Okay,
He is
bro.
the one in control of the tournament. No one else is. He is the proctor.
Okay,
If
so
people get out of line, he is gonna end the tournament and kill everyone else
no,
there.
it doesn't have to be that way. It could totally easily be the fact that he's just saying let's go and then he goes. You're just assuming that it's because he's a proctor.
No, I'm already hold on. I'm not assuming anything. I'm applying logic behind it to
Okay, well
explain
then
why it makes
justify your
sense.
claim.
I already
Go ahead and
did.
justify
Okay,
it. Then.
this is a
Nope, you just gave
tournament.
me reason.
Okay,
I gave you another interpretation
no.
that's
Noodles.
equally
Okay,
valid, and you're not
noodles.
showing me
Noodles.
why your interpretation
It's
is better.
not
That's
equally
not
valid. It's
justifying
not
it.
equally valid because you're not
Okay, well
listening.
why is it not equally
Okay,
valid?
let me explain before you start talking. Thank you. Okay, so
Go
what I'm
ahead.
telling you is this: this is a tournament officiated by Cell. Cell made the tournament. He is the one making the rules for the tournament. Do I have to get you where he makes the rules for the tournament?
It doesn't matter if he makes the rules of the tournament.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Please
Like I don't
explain
know
why.
why that would matter.
Please explain why it doesn't matter.
I'm asking you why it would matter. Why does that matter?
If Cell is the one making the rules and he's the one calling the shots, then there is nobody else to officiate it. This is his tournament. He's calling the shots. So whenever he wants to start the fight,
There
the
is
fight
no
will start.
officiator though. You're not proving to me that Cell's the officiator. You're just
I've done
assuming
it
it.
so many more times.
No, you just said he created the rules, and then you're not telling me that he's also the one officiating it. Show me where he's actually officiating it.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. So, are you aware of how the Tenkaichi Budokai actually goes off? Are you aware how that works?
No.
Okay, let me just grab it for you. Okay, so the rules are already the rules are met or like made by the people who are holding the tournament. So like, they get to call the shots as to how things work. Let me go ahead and get it for you. Hold on.
Just grab to me like everything that you're talking about. So that way, because since I don't know what it is, I'd like to see the context to it.
Not a problem.
I always forget the fucking arc this is in. Does anyone know the super arc? I think it's right before the Tournament of Power. Goku goes and he fights like a bunch of like random fucking like dudes. Man,
Are you talking about like the dudes that shot him or
Are,
something, or where he was with
no,
Frieza,
it's
or what are you
right
talking
before.
about?
Hold
Is this in
on.
the
are you
anime
talking
or the
about where he
manga?
got tied?
No,
Yeah.
Is this the
it
anime or the
might have been
manga?
that.
Okay. Because that wasn't in the manga
I
noodles.
don't know if that's the scene I'm referring to. Hold on.
All right.
Give me a second. Hold on.
It's fine. Take your time. Does anyone know it? Never mind. Found it.
Okay. All right, I got what I need. Thank you. All right, so I'm back. So what I'm saying is basically this. So if we take the Tournament of Power, right, the Otherworld Tournament, the Budokai Tenkaichis, all of those, okay, the rules are made by the people who are hosting the actual tournament. For example, the Grand Priest and Zeno were the ones who made the rules for the Tournament of Power. Do I have to get that for you? Are you aware of this?
Sure. Can you show me that Cell is officiating it though?
Okay.
And that who created the Tournament of Power?
The
Was
Grand,
it
the Grand
what's
Priest.
his name? The Grand Priest.
Yes.
Was he officiating it too?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, can you show me that for Cell?
Yeah, it's consistent in Dragon Ball that people who host the tournaments are the ones who are able to officiate it.
No, that doesn't mean that it's consistent. That's one situation. In
No,
order
I
for
can get another
consistency
one
to be
for you.
happen, you need
Okay.
more than one.
Then that's like, hold on, then that completely disregards your entire point here then.
No.
Yes, it does.
Why
You're
would
saying
that
it's
do that?
okay. You're saying it's consistent for Goku to just stand there and look at his opponent before fighting them. And you show me
I'm
one
not saying
instance.
consistency doesn't matter. I'm saying that oh, okay, so yeah, I see what you're saying. So you want me to grab another situation when it happens
Please
then?
do.
Yeah, I got you. 1 second. So I was looking for that. I think it's called like Garlic Junior Saga or some shit.
That's
I
not
don't even know,
canon.
but hold on. That's not what I'm referring to then. It's literally just in the manga.
Garlic Jr. does not appear in the manga at all.
I don't know what the name of the saga is or whatever the fuck. It's the arc right before. It's an arc before the fucking. If I had a list of arcs, I could probably pick it out.
I mean, do you want me to get all
But
the
hold on,
canon
I got it.
arcs in
I got
Dragon
this.
Ball
I
for
don't
you,
need. I don't
or-
need that one anyway.
Okay, perfect.
Do you know what chapter the Frieza fight begins by chance?
No. I can look for it and see if I can get it for you.
With Goku, the original Frieza fight.
Oh, the original? Let me get it real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, the one on Namek, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's chapter 307.
Do you have like the actual like Dragon Ball Z chapter? Or is
Chapter
that-
what?
Oh, the actual Dragon Ball Z chapter should just be like 100 less than that. So
Thank you.
100 less than what?
100 less than 307.
So 207.
Yeah, it should be around that area.
I'll check
Okay.
it. Let me see. You said 207?
Yeah, it should be somewhere around 207.
That's the Cell arc. No.
No.
So one sec.
It should be like in the hundreds around there.
I think I found
Yeah,
it.
because
I
I forget that some
It's
manga
yeah,
sites
it's like in the
separate
120s.
Dragon Ball.
It's like in the
Yeah.
120s around there. Cause that's in cause Super Saiyan happens in volume 11, I believe. So it should be like around volume 10. The beginning of the fight happens in chapter 114. Enjoy that.
These chapters are really fucking weird on my side. I'm kind of struggling. They like restart at Dragon Ball Z. I'm just gonna try and find a different route. I'm gonna take a different approach.
Sure.
Let me go this way. What does Goku actually do to Itachi?
Speed blitz and breaks his neck.
Okay, well he's an Edo Tensei, so he'll just regen from that.
Sure, I'll say just he speed blitz and hits him with the Hakai.
A Hakai?
Yep.
Okay, so what does the Hakai do?
It erases you from existence.
Okay. So funny about that. So did Datara's soul and body got erased as well from the C0, got
Show me
completely
that.
destroyed.
Show me it erases him from existence.
Yep, that is erasing it from existence.
No,
That's by
it's not.
definition what existence erasure is, by
No.
definition.
Give me the definition
Yes.
of it then, please.
It says it vaporized everything.
Okay.
That
give
means
me the
everything was destroyed.
Give me the definition for existence erasure.
Alright. Gotcha. Existence erasure. Which one do you want? Character stats or VSB?
I really don't care as long as it's credible.
Yep, so here it is. This is from Versus Battle. I'll just snip tool it.
This definition completely contradicts what you're telling me.
No, it does not.
Existence erasure is the simple power to remove something
I
from
haven't even
existence,
put it yet.
leaving nothing behind, a level of destruction beyond incineration, vaporization, and atomization.
Okay, hold on. That's true, but it says it vaporizes everything. Okay, that means that even like the little particles, like it's not normal vaporization, but normal vaporization doesn't destroy everything. This does, including his soul. So it doesn't function like normal vaporization. What it says it leaves nothing behind.
Did you just tell me that vaporization? Wait, hold on. Okay, go. I'll let you.
Hold on, I'm not done. So it says it leaves nothing behind. So leaving nothing behind requires you to destroy everything that's there, right?
Not in this situation that you're telling me right now. No.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, because since it's vaporizing everything, that means that it's vaporizing even the little particles of dust or whatever that would normally be there.
Noodles, I have a
so
question
yes,
for you.
he's completely destroying him.
I have a question.
What?
How do Edo Tensei people come back from being like completely destroyed?
That just means the Edo Tensei can regen their souls.
Okay.
Kind of crazy.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, that's the only way for that to happen without it being a contradiction.
No. The Edo Tensei says that it stays there the whole time and they come back. They're bound to that world. That's why they come back like the entire time, right? So my question is this:
they're bound to that world. They're not bound to any world. They're bound to a vessel. Their souls are attached to a vessel. But Datara's soul was destroyed, yet he was still brought back. Okay. So that just means that the Edo Tensei regens souls. It has to. That's the only thing it can do.
No, Noodles. Okay, I'm gonna.
How did it get Datara's soul?
Don't get loud.
If it didn't regen it, then how did it get it?
Don't get loud with me. Please don't.
Then how did it get it? Just answer the question. How did it get the soul if it didn't regen it?
I will get the Edo Tensei data book to explain my point. All right.
I know what the Edo Tensei data book says. It doesn't help you. It just says it literally just says that it's a soul attached to a vessel.
I'll get it right here. Okay. So as it states, it says it's probably small, but I'll read what it says. It's a sinful summoning technique that brings the dead back to this world. It uses the living people that have been sacrificed as vessels to bind the dead to this world. Okay? So they are bound to this world, like I already said before.
No,
okay?
it's binding them to a vessel that happens to be in the world. It doesn't say it's
That's
binding them
not
to
what
the
they
world.
say, Noodles. The data book
Okay, so
clearly
if I
says
show you a
verbatim.
later data book scan talking about the Edo Tensei that corroborates exactly what I'm saying, will you accept it?
Sure. If
Okay,
it says it
sure.
verbatim, go ahead.
Basically, yeah.
Not basically. I need it to be verbatim.
No, it doesn't have to be verbatim. It can
Yes,
say
it
the
does.
exact
It has
same.
to fit your
Okay, so
argument
two
word for
sentences
word.
can mean the same thing while using different language. It doesn't have to be the same.
That could be different language, but that could still be the wait. What?
Okay, so it doesn't have to be verbatim.
Hold
Verbatim
on.
doesn't mean
Different
no. Hold on.
language?
You don't
Different
understand what
language or
verbatim
different
means.
wording?
Hold on. No, you don't.
Hold on. Different language or different wording? Explain.
No,
to me.
verbatim means word for word. You
Okay,
have to say exactly the same words.
Different
Hold on,
language or
hold
different
on,
wording?
hold on,
Hold
hold on.
Give me a
You
distinction.
said no. Hold on. You
Oh
said
my
it
God.
has to be verbatim. Verbatim, by
Noodles.
definition,
Okay.
is word for word.
Noodles,
And
you
you
need to
just
listen.
agreed with me. It
Noodles,
doesn't
you need to
have to
listen.
have the same
Noodles, you need
words,
to
so it's
listen.
not verbatim. It
Noodles,
doesn't
you need
have
to
to be
listen. You
verbatim.
need to listen.
It just has to have the same
Noodles,
message. That's all that
listen.
matters.
Listen to what I'm telling you, because you don't listen when you debate. You just talk, okay? So listen to
Well,
what
no,
I'm
you just
telling
said
you.
something wrong,
Okay,
so I
no.
wanted to respond
Listen to
to
what
it.
I'm telling you. Are you trying to say that like different wording? Like, so is it different wording or is it different language?
Different wording. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Like I was saying. Okay, that's better.
Anyway, hold on. Let me find this real quick for you.
Are we just going until someone concedes, or are we have like a judge here?
We'll just go until we feel like we're comfortable with stopping.
Sure.
At any point, if you feel like you don't want to continue, that's fine.
Okay. Press think of microphone. Hold on. Give me a second.
Does anyone know what chapter this specific scan is from? Go to scan dumpster.
Let me see it. Yeah, I know.
What chapter is it?
Give me a second. Hold on. I should have it bookmarked. It's 5:20.
One second.
I read the entire chapter front to back. I don't see how this helps you, but I'll wait. Yo, Jordan, you too loud, bro.
There's the thing I'm looking for is like the statement where Kabuto is saying that in order to like unravel the Edo Tensei, the only way to get around it is by like undoing like or like hitting the person who cast the jutsu to like stop it. Basically, that's the specific scan I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't.
Might not be.
I don't see it. So
Oh, hold on, just give me a second.
I'm currently reading.
I'll look for it too.
Like I'm reading it right now as we speak. So
It might just be a different chapter. I know it exists though, so but I'll find it.
I'm not gonna take anything based on solo if you're like your thinking process.
That's
So I'll
fine.
wait for to
You
get
don't
this
have
in.
to. Yeah, here it is.
Let me see it.
Scan dumpster. It says oh, I almost forgot. Even if you die, the Edo Tensei you create remains. So how does one stop it? It's simple. You stop it by manipulating the controller of the Edo Tensei into weaving the signs dog, horse, and tiger, and then uttering release. You can use the Sharingan, perhaps. Your choice is to seal away the revived souls. So basically, he's saying that like in order like the jutsu itself is like self-reliant. Like once you cast the jutsu, it'll be there until it specifically is undone.
How does that attack anything I've said previously?
All you said previously was that like they're these souls like bound to this world or whatever.
Okay, that's not what I said. I read the data book and I used the data book as my point. I said
What was the
it
point
uses
then?
it uses the living people, right? That has been sacrificed as vessels to bind the dead to this world. Okay, that's what the jutsu is, right?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. It's basically saying that it's bringing them back from the dead and attaching them to. They need live people. Like in order to like actually use the jutsu, you need someone that's alive. So you have to have an alive person. You have to put them in the, or you have to attach their soul to that alive person in order to create a vessel, and that like brings them back from the dead. Is basically how it works.
Let me just hold on. Are you sure? Give me a second. Hold on. Let me just
Yeah.
get this really quickly.
Yeah, you can see in the first scan I posted. But more importantly, the technique requires a living sacrifice. That's why she must remain alive.
My bad. I got confused
so
because I saw him kill somebody and then get yes. It's, let me just go ahead and get this really quickly.
yeah, so that's what it's saying. It's not saying like some. I don't even know what you'd be trying to argue with that outside of what I said. To be honest, like that's just what it is.
Okay, yeah, their souls can be attached to the world. How does that negate my point?
It didn't say their souls are attached to the world.
Okay,
It says
but
their
the
souls
data
are
book
attached to
does.
vessels.
Okay.
No, it says they're attached to
They're bound
vessels.
to vessels that are bound to this world. I've already said this, Noodles.
They're bound to vessels that are in the world, basically.
Okay, that's not what. Okay, you're okay. Hold on. The
It
data
calls
book.
the dead back to the
Noodles, I'm
present
talking.
world
Noodles, I'm
with
talking.
living
Noodles, I'm
people as
speaking, bro.
vessels for the summoning.
Okay, Noodles, I'm
It's just
speaking.
saying that it's calling them
Noodles,
back from the dead.
I
Like, that's
gave
all
you the
it's saying.
courtesy. Okay, right? Can you give it back to me?
I go point by point. It's not my fault if you get interrupted after you make a point.
No, that's
So if you have an
exactly
issue
your
with that,
fault.
you feel
That's
free to
exactly
exit
your
the
fault.
debate.
You can choose to just be
Why?
quiet.
It's not a fault if there's no rule.
Noodles, that's just debate etiquette. I want you. Hold on. I gave.
I
you the
don't
proper
abide by your
all
debate
day.
etiquette.
Okay,
I go by my
Noodles,
debate
I
etiquette,
can.
which
Okay,
is you go point
I've
by
sat
point.
here and I've been chill with you the entire time. I haven't cut you
That's
off.
cool,
Right?
bro. I
And the times
appreciate
I
it.
have, I've been chill, and I've said, okay, my
That's
bad.
cool. I
I felt
appreciate it.
bad.
That's not my debate
So why
style,
can't
though.
you reciprocate? Like, why can't you just like go back and do the same for
Because
me?
I don't like to waste time and get gish galloped on.
Okay, so then let me just like. Okay, so I'm gonna ape out like you then. That's fine. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, you can go point by point. I'm fine with that.
That's not a problem. All right. So what I'm saying is this: what you are presenting to me is not contradicting the data book. It's essentially helping it. Okay. It is a sinful summoning technique that brings the dead back to this world, and it uses the living people that have been sacrificed as vessels to bind the dead to this world. Okay. So these vessels are bound to these worlds, and it puts the soul inside of that vessel. Okay. That is
No,
what I'm
it doesn't
saying.
say it's bound to the world. It's a simple summoning technique that brings the dead back to this world. That's just saying it resurrects them back to this world. You're
Noodles,
just
hold
saying
on.
it's bound to it
Noodles,
for no reason.
Noodles, you're just not reading the full scan. You're just going over it. You're just going over the clear thing that helps my
What
point.
else is there?
Okay, it's a sinful summoning technique that brings the dead back to this world, and it uses the living people that has been sacrificed as vessels to
Okay,
bind
hold
the
on,
dead
hold
to this
on.
world.
So world can mean a lot of things. So
Like
world
what?
can mean it can mean planet, it can mean a society, it can mean a universe, things like that. So what does it mean by this world?
Plane. This plane of existence.
Okay, so yeah, I would agree with you that they're bound to this plane of existence or
Okay,
whatever.
and
That's
that's
fine.
how they keep coming back.
Yeah, like you understand, like their souls are bound to the vessel, so that's included in this world. Like them being bound
No.
to this vessel is included in the world.
This vessel is bound to this plane, and they put this soul inside of this vessel. Okay, that's how they keep coming back.
Hold
Their
on, no, it's
souls
not bound
are-
to the plane. It's just bound to this world, and those
That's
vessels
okay.
are in this
That's
world.
what I'm
Therefore, they're bound
talking
to the
about.
world. That's
Okay,
fine.
this world
Hold
is
on,
the
hold on,
plane.
hold on. The world is not important. The issue is the vessel. Though the vessels are in the world, so it being attached to the vessel does also mean it's bound to the world, but secondarily. It doesn't mean it's necessarily bound to like the space around it. Like we know that from everything else that we've seen, that the only things that are required are you to attach it to a human vessel. So
Okay.
it's just likely that the thing that's being bounded is the human vessel itself.
By
This is
the
just a really
jutsu-
rad argument anyway.
No,
but
it's not. It's the data book. Okay. By
the data book that you're just misinterpreting. It's fine.
No. You're just skimming.
All right, you know what? You
over
want to play
it and just
pussy? Show
assuming.
me the fucking raws and translate it right here, since that's a fan translation.
Why does that apply? Do you have a better translation?
I don't need a better translation. It's
Yes, you
your
do.
obligation to show me that's what it actually fucking says, moron.
No, it's not. Hold on. I already
Yes,
have
it is. You can't just bullshit and say this right.
I already have it here. I already have it here perfectly aligned. All right? I already have it here translated, right? So if you want to sit back and go and find a better translation, that's on you because you can't prove your points. Retard. Now fix this out for me, okay?
But since you're gonna
my
be a dick,
simple
I'll be a
question.
dick.
Noodles,
That piece of
I'm
evidence.
just slamming you. Noodles, I'm just beating you up right now, and you can't handle that. Like, bro, don't get mad at me. That's not my fault. You're just getting slammed right now.
Doesn't look like
That's
you can
not my
prove
issue.
shit, to be honest.
Noodles, I don't have to
All
go
right,
back
continue,
and prove something I've already
continue the
done.
debate. Stop aping out.
Noodles, hold on, Noodles, you've been aping this whole time. You should not be talking. Noodles, I've made this clear multiple times. This is the translation, right? So if you have a better translation or an official translation, that's your burden to show it to me, okay? Explain to me or prove to me as to why this is literally just like incorrect. Because I'm not set. I'll go off on you. So stop playing with me. I don't know who you're talking to, all right? So stop trying to play me and debate. It's very simple. Don't try to rat now, bro. Please don't do that.
Hold on.
Please
Hold
don't
on.
do that.
Okay. So right now you have the claim that this is the translation we're using, right?
You've already used it. You've already used it for me. So
No, I haven't used it.
Yes,
I
you
can
have.
backtrack on it too. Hold on.
No, you
I can
can't.
easily
No, you
backtrack on
can't.
it. I'm not obligated to stay on it. Now I'm questioning the
Yes, you
translation
are.
itself. I am allowed to do that. So show me that this translation is accurate.
Okay.
That is your obligation to do it. Your
No, it's
position
not. No,
has
it's
to
not.
have. You right now
No, it's
have to
not.
show me that the manga actually
No.
says, or the data book
Noodles,
actually says what you're saying
asserting
it's
this.
saying.
Noodles, you're asserting that.
I'm not asserting it. I dropped it. I literally backtracked. I dropped everything I said.
Noodles, you're asserting the simple factor of how this is not accurate, and I want you to show me.
I'm not saying it's not accurate. I
Yes,
never
you
once
are.
said it's not accurate.
Noodles,
No,
by you asking me to prove its accuracy, you are by then saying that it's not accurate. What are you talking about?
it's not accurate. I'm questioning whether it's accurate. I'm asking you if it's accurate. So I want you to show me it's accurate.
You've already You've already.
No, I backtracked on it. I dropped it. No, that's not true. I didn't do that.
You can't backtrack. You cannot backtrack, Noodles. You cannot backtrack in a debate. Okay. We are sitting here. You've already proceeded to move on and base multiple points off of what we've already seen here. So what we're going off of is
why
what
can't I
you have
backtrack in a
been reading.
debate?
Noodles.
Why can't I backtrack in a
I've
debate?
already said it.
Why?
Noodles.
Why?
Okay. Because you've already made multiple points and arguments that are being based off of the scan that we're using.
Why does that mean I can't backtrack and drop those arguments? I totally
So then
can
you
do
don't
that.
have an argument to present then.
Hold on, I'm not saying I have an argument right now. I'm saying I dropped those arguments and now I'm questioning whether the scan is accurate.
Then you have nothing to present to me here.
No, hold on. Those arguments are only in reference to the Edo Tensei arguments. So now I want you to show me.
You've been basing your
I want you to show me that
solely off of the scans that we've been presenting here. So Noodles, if you want to drop them and backtrack, then you have no arguments to present at all.
That's fine. I don't have to have arguments. The only argument I need.
Not a problem. Thank you. Okay, perfect. We're good then, right? So let me just go ahead and explain this to you again. It is not my burden, right?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done.
But I wasn't done either. So why do I have to listen to you?
Well, I was going first. We're going point by point.
And I was too, but then you cut me off.
No, I didn't. I didn't cut you off until after you made a point.
What? Okay.
So you should have that same courtesy to me, right? If we agreed to point by point, so let's do that. So yeah, this point, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I'm dropping every argument I made about the Edo Tensei. I'm saying I'm dropping the argument specifically about this scan. So like everything I was arguing about this scan, I'll drop. So like the scan in particular, the one you're using, the data book scan you're using, I'll drop those arguments because now I'm backtracking on it to go back to something that's actually important and is to question whether or not this is exactly saying what you're saying it's saying. Because if it doesn't, then it could change the entire outcome of your argument.
By you sitting here, right, and making full awareness and going point by point and just agreeing to move forward with this scan in play, right? Then you have already taken it.
I never agreed to go forward with the scan. Never once did I do that.
Yes, okay. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. You're doing it. I'm saying you're doing it. I never said that you said you were doing it. You're just doing it. By you making
I never agreed. Agreed is where I have to actively say something or agree. I have to handshake. I have to do some. I have to have some kind of confirmation.
Yes, by you moving on with points regarding about this and you making points based off of this actual scan.
Why does that mean I have to accept the scan?
Hold on, Noodles. You just said that you have to do something to make it be to make it be confirmed, right?
You have to, you have to agree. You have to make an active agreement, shake hands, some kind of sign of agreement.
Okay, so a sign of agreement in a debate is you making making actual points based off of the scans that we're presenting here. That's how that works.
That's not true. That's not true. You can totally argue from a position that you don't necessarily believe in or agree to.
Hold on, repeat that again.
Hold on. You can argue from the scan. Like I could like, so you know what a steel man is, for instance? It's like a tool that people use all the time.
Did you ever steel man it?
A steel man is basically like where you're granting it for now and then you come back later, right? Like you're saying like, I'll steel man you on this. Yeah, I was steel manning. You just didn't know.
But you never said that.
I know, but we went on with the point, so you should have just assumed I was steel manning.
No, why do I have to assume that? No, I don't have to assume.
Why are you assuming that I wasn't steel manning though?
Hold on,
you don't know what I was doing because you had no confirmation. You're just making a baseless assumption either way, dumbass.
You sound retarded, okay? You just said that in order to steel man it, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna steel man this and move on. It's not my job to make your points for you, okay? So if you're steel manning, then you have to let me know you're steel manning.
Hold on, but you're assuming, so there's two possibilities here. The possibilities are either I'm steel manning or I'm agreeing to the scan and moving on with it like that, right? Those are the two possibilities.
Yes, Noodles.
Okay, so how do you know which one I'm doing?
Okay.
If I didn't say anything about
Noodles, it. You said for this to be a steel man, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna steel man this and then move forward, okay? But you never said that. You never once made it apparent that you're
I never agreed either though.
Noodles, yes you did, by making points and arguments based off of the scans. Yes, you
did. But that could have been a steel man.
Okay, Noodles, but it's not because you never said that it was going to be a steel man. I've already said this. You yourself already said that in order for it to be a steel man, you have to make it known and say, oh yeah, this is a steel man. What? Like, that's what you said. I'm recording right now.
In order for an agreement as well, I did say that, but in order for an agreement as well, you have to say something or do something. It's also what I said.
And what you're doing is you're making points and arguments based solely off of the scan.
Hold on, no, yeah, but I'm also arguing that could be a steel man as
But
well.
Noodles,
Like
that's not a
that could be
possibility.
a steel man.
That's not a possibility anymore.
You already agreed it was.
Okay, but at this point in time, based on what you're currently saying right now, you just dismissed it as a possibility. What you said afterwards, as us listing it as two possibilities, you said after that as us steel manning, you would have to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna steel man this and move on, right? So with that being said, you never said that. Okay, so the possibility of you steel manning in this instance is white. That's gone. Okay, so the only possibility we have now is very simple. Okay, we have to go off of literally this. You agree to it by you making points and arguments solely off of the scan.
Okay, so when did I say making points and arguments is equivalent to agreeing?
Noodles, I never said you said that. I said that.
Okay, so what did I say specifically then?
Noodles, you said that we have to say something or do something as a form of agreement, okay?
Yeah, and I wasn't clear on what I said by do something.
And I'm making it clear for you.
No, you don't get to make my points for me. Sorry, buddy, you already said that.
That's not what I'm doing. Noodles, you sound stupid, okay? Noodles, what I'm telling you is this. What we're arguing, you've already made multiple points off of this scan. You have proceeded to make your arguments and try to win the debate or win this point solely off of that, okay? So what I'm telling you is this. You cannot sit here and say that I'm going to backtrack when you've already made multiple pieces of arguments and your entire win condition is solely based off of whether or not you prove the scan to be valid or not.
Hold on, buddy. Hold your horses. Okay, so let me clarify what my point is on do an action. By do an action, I mean an action that is clear of agreement. In this situation, I don't think that me moving on with the scan is a clear sign of agreement.
Okay. And you've already gave a distinction as to what it could possibly mean. That being the fact of how steelman. However,
it could be a steelman as well.
Okay, so in order for it to be a steelman, and you've already listed these as the only two possibilities we have, okay? So in order for this to be yes, you did. Yes, you did. Do I have to get the recording? You said these are our two possibilities.
I didn't say I was saying
Okay, perfect.
I didn't
right?
say.
Thank you. Right. So
wait, hold on. I said that before you even made your next point. So what did you even say?
So Noodles, if you already agree that you already said that these are the two only possibilities we have, right?
Yeah, you agreed to it too.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah.
Right. And then afterwards, you said, okay, well, in order for it to be a steel man, I had to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna steel man this and move on. Okay. And you've already agreed to that being an action.
Hold on, I never said that. For one, what I said specifically. Hold on, no, I'm not lying. I might have misspoke or something like that, but I can just backtrack on it.
No, you can't.
So what I mean, yes, I can. You can't prevent me from backtracking. Backtracking happens in every debate, bro.
No,
yes, you can. You can totally do that.
Okay,
yeah, if a point is made unclear and you have to go back on it and clarify, that's a form of backtracking.
Okay.
Do you think clarifications aren't allowed or something?
You aren't clarifying anything. You're going back to change your argument.
I am. I can clear. I'm literally going for a clarification right now.
Noodles, you're going back to change your argument to make it better for your case. You're changing your argument. You sound stupid, yo.
It's about the argument.
Oh my god.
I'm giving you more specific details about the argument, which is exactly what it clarification is.
No, you're not. You're changing your argument.
Noodles. Hold on. If I change my argument, call it out, right? Because that's a shift of the goalpost. So I'm not shifting the goalpost. What I'm going to do is, so in order for a shift of the goalpost, let me just explain this really quickly to get out the way. So a shift of the goalpost is where like you add on an additional argument, right? That wasn't the same goalpost. So what I mean by goalpost is the goal of the argument. So if I make the argument that like Sasuke is faster than Naruto, right? And then I change my goalpost later to Naruto is faster than Sasuke. The initial goal of that argument was to show that Sasuke was faster than Naruto. But then I changed my goal to Naruto is faster than Sasuke. Obvious shift of the goalpost, right? Right? I'm asking a question and I'm going to continue with my point. Okay. Yeah, that's an obvious shift of the goalpost. Okay. In this case, I would have to say something that is contradictory to my initial goal. So when I said you need to say something or have some kind of action that insinuates you are agreeing, what I mean by that is that you have to have an action by these specific words. So like saying you're steel manning is obviously one way to do it. But you have to have an action that is clear that shows you're steel manning. And the same thing applies to agreement. You have to say that in order to agree to something, you have to have an action that is clear. That it's an agreement action. Does that make sense?
Sure. What action did you present to me to provide as to why you would be steel?
I didn't have a clear action to either side.
Okay, perfect. So if you have no action, okay.
I didn't say I had no action. I did have an action. I just had an unclear action.
So was the action then?
The action was me continuing with the argument, right?
What, nigga? Oh,
Yeah, the action was me continuing to debate you on the scan after it was presented.
Noodles.
Now, that's not clear whether or not I'm steel manning or agreeing to the scan.
So then
And because
how
it's
the-
unclear and you're assuming that I'm just agreeing to it, I'm going to clarify and tell you I was steel manning.
So Noodles, you don't have so you don't have an action that provides a clear dictation that you were steel manning, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have a statement? Yes, Mike, I will. Do you have a statement?
Do I have a statement?
Yes.
About what?
Do you have a statement to provide as to why you would be steel manning?
A statement? No, I don't have a statement. I had no clear action at all
So
that
if
I was
you
steel
have
manning.
no statement or no action, then that possibility is gone.
No, that's not how possibilities work. If just because there's no evidence, that's an argument from ignorance for one.
Noodles, if you're
Yes, it is.
eliminating
Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. I haven't
possibility-
finished my point.
Oh my
You made a point. I'm gonna finish my
My
point.
head hurts.
So, anyway, we should probably stop yelling, but don't get on that. But hold on.
No, I should probably just stop debating you, but go ahead, finish.
That is true. But so anyway, I didn't have a clear action to what I was doing on either side of agreement or steel manning. There was no clarity in that whatsoever, and you are making the assumption that I am agreeing with the scan. So because you are making that assumption, I'm now calling it out for a baseless assumption, and I'm also clarifying to you now that I was steel manning.
Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. I let you talk. Let me speak. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. So, you have no clear action and no clear statement to provide as to why you would be steel manning, right?
Yep.
Okay. So if you have no clear action, or no statement, you have nothing at all.
Okay, so you're saying I have no
I'm-
claim because of that,
I'm
right?
not done talking. You
I'm asking a question about your argument.
Okay,
and
but
I
I'm
was
not even
not
finished
trying
with
to
the
interrupt you.
argument. So how the fuck can you question the argument if it's not done?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I'm questioning like a specific point of the argument. That way I
Okay,
understand it.
but
That way
that
when you
point
continue, I
hasn't
can
finished.
understand your argument better.
But
I know
that
it hasn't
point-
finished, but
So
I'm doing that so I can understand the argument better.
Okay, let me get the argument fully out
Okay,
first.
go ahead then. That's
Thank you.
fine.
Okay, so if you don't have a clear statement or a clear action to provide as to why you would then be steel manning, then you have eliminated any possible cause that will lead you to the effect of you steel manning. Therefore, you have eliminated every cause, every piece of cause that will relate to us agreeing
Every
that this
piece
would
of
be
cause.
okay. Every
Okay.
wrong choice of words. I'll say it like this:
What-
You've eliminated every cause for there to even be a possibility, okay, that we can steel man at this point in time. You've already
Okay, no, I
eliminated
haven't. So me just being unclear basically allows for all possibilities to
No.
exist there.
No.
Unclearness literally opens the realm for infinite possibilities.
What the noodles? But you've
Yeah.
only okay.
You
no,
don't
but
understand how. Hold on. Let me
Noodles,
actually clarify the
noodles,
argument. Hold on. I let you talk, so let me talk.
Go ahead, bro.
So causality or possibilities are just things that can happen, right?
Sure.
Okay. So if possibilities are things that can happen, and we've agreed that either of these two things can happen, then how are you arguing that I don't have a possibility of making the fucking Steelman argument?
Okay,
You
noodles.
already agreed I do.
Noodles, you said that these are the only two possibilities of this conclusion. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And then after that, you proceed to contradict
agree.
yourself, right? And thereby making the first possibility of you.
What was the
steel manning
contradiction?
null. Okay, by you having no clear action or no clear statement as to you being able to steel man. You have
Okay.
no clear. You have no.
Okay,
clarity,
so let me
period.
respond to that.
Go ahead.
So I also have no clear action to agreeing. So are
Yes,
you
you
gonna
do.
drop the
Yeah.
drop the claim about me agreeing
No.
as well?
No, I've said it multiple.
Okay, so what was the clear action for agreement?
Okay, by you making multiple arguments and continuing your entire.
That's not clear.
Okay,
No,
I'm not even
that's not
done
a clear
talking.
agreement.
Like,
I know,
bro,
but that's already wrong, so it's already fucking stupid, bro. Like, if you're gonna fucking waste my time with some stupid
Noodles,
bullshit, at least
noodles,
fucking come up with a good
noodles,
argument.
noodles.
The argument you're using right now for the Steelman thing is identically
The only
applicable
person who's
to the
trying to
fucking
be
agreement
lucid
argument you
is
were
you
making
who the
earlier.
fuck
So
has
your own
fucking
fucking standard is whipping you in the ass right now. So please fucking show me
Noodles,
why
it's
your
not.
standard isn't
Noodles,
inconsistent if you're
we can
gonna
just
make that
conclude at
argument.
this point. We can just conclude at this point because we're being circular as fuck. I can just conclude.
Well, no, I haven't made this point yet. I want you to respond to that,
Okay.
and then we can conclude.
Noodles, We made multiple points to explain.
What was your this is a new point, so respond to. All right, fuck you. You don't want to respond to it? Fine, it goes through, bro.
This is the same point.
This is not the same point.
Noodles, yes, it is
I
the
said
same
something
point.
completely different. I said something completely different than I said
Noodles,
before.
no, you didn't. We've been
Yes,
saying
I
the
did.
same
I made
thing
it. Okay, so the argument I made before was that unclear arguments lead to infinite possibilities, and the argument I made just now was that your own standard contradicts your agreement argument.
Based on what? Based on what?
Okay, so you're saying that like there's no clear indication of whether or not I was steel manning, right? And then I said, okay, that's true. There's no clear indication that I was steel manning, but you said that I was in agreement earlier, but there's no clear indication that I was in agreement. So by your own standard, you would be fucking admitting that I won.
Okay.
Or that you'd be admitting that I didn't agree, not won.
No. Okay. I'm going to say this for the last time. We can just conclude, bro. I'm just done with the shit. Okay? So, if you still feel like your point has not been addressed, we can just conclude, because I feel like I've already addressed it multiple times. So we can just conclude after this if you feel like I haven't attacked it. Cool? Cool?
Go ahead. You can go ahead and do it.
All right. Perfect. All right. So, like I said, okay, the clear action is you making multiple arguments and you basing your entire win solely off of this scan. Okay, so if you have nothing, if you were just want to like dismiss the scan, right? If that's just gone, okay, then your arguments are just gone, right? But we cannot do that, seeing as how you've already been put in this position where you can't backtrack anymore. I've already said this. This is the actual purpose of you confirming this for me. You've agreed to this already. Like,
okay, so all you said is that I agreed my arguments in general were just like all around the scan or some shit. Hold on. You said that like all of my arguments are reliant on the scan or some fucking shit. No, my arguments aren't reliant on that scan. In fact, the only arguments that are reliant on the scan are the arguments I made after the scan was dropped, which I already was willing to drop. Every other argument should still stand. So you can't say I don't have anything.
No, Noodles. Okay, let's go through your arguments then, just to get this shit over.
Okay.
Ever since the Edo Tensei point was started, right?
Yeah.
So I present the first scan, okay, and you then present two other scans, which come back which makes.
What about the arguments I made before your scan was dropped? Did you just forget about those?
What arguments did you make before then?
I made a lot of arguments before that scan was dropped.
We're talking about the Edo Tensei.
Okay? I argued Datara's soul was. Okay. I argued Datara's soul was destroyed.
Perfect.
And the Tensei could regenerate souls. So that was one point I made. Okay. I argued that because the Edo Tensei can regenerate souls, that means Goku can't Hakai him. That was another point I made. So those are 2 points right there.
Okay. So like I already said, I brought up this scan to provide as to why these souls.
A refutation for those.
Okay. Sure. I provided this scan to explain as to why souls do not get destroyed. Okay. These souls are bound here, and that's what keeps bringing the Edo Tenseis back. Okay. Afterwards, you made one argument that was subjugated by two of these, by both of these scans. Okay. And that being that there's no binding to this world, right? It's just that these souls are put in vessels, and that's it. Okay. So that's you completely misunderstanding how the Edo Tensei works. Right?
That's not the argument I made. You actually misrepresented what I said.
I have it recorded.
I know, and in the recording, you'll hear me say this. I say that the vessels themselves, like the souls are attached to the vessels, and the vessels are within the world. So when it says world, it could be referring to them.
Okay, that's you. That's you after I debunked you, and I had to make you elaborate on more. Okay?
No, that's not after you debunked me. No. That's just a clarification I made on the interpretation of it.
No, you changed your argument. That's not clarification. You changed your argument because if that was
what argument did I change?
Noodles, you said
what argument did I change?
Okay, let me talk. I'm trying to tell you. Shut up.
Okay,
Damn,
go ahead.
Be quiet. All right. So like I was telling you, okay, the arguments you said was the fact that how the soul, right, is put into this body and there's no binding to this world. Okay, the soul is just put in the body. They resurrect the soul, or they bring the soul and they put it in the vessel. That's it. Okay, and then afterwards, when I debunked that notion by bringing up this scan, which is the data book, you proceeded to add more to it. Okay, that is you changing your argument. Okay, Noodles, you're adding more to it. Hold on, some shit just happened. Give me a second. Hold up. Hold on. I got kicked out to come back.
Maybe somebody like.
Someone kicked
me.
Oh
wait,
oh, you know that. Probably getting his ass whipped by his mom.
That
Usually
shit was
happens
not
when you
funny,
debate.
Setter. Get off
Okay.
my dick,
Don't get sidetracked by other shit. Keep.
faggot. All right, like I was
Right.
saying, I got
Please
kicked and I
mute.
had to come back. All right, so I'm back. Like I was saying, so that was your argument. You added more to it, thus you were changing it by you saying it just happens to be in the world. You've already said this.
Okay, so what you're saying is if you add to any argument, then that just means you're fucking changing the argument.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, changing the argument isn't not allowed in a debate. Like, I don't know what debate rules you're fucking appealing to, like the
Noodles.
mystical debate rules of the universe.
Hold
But
on, hold on.
yeah, you can totally change your argument. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
If
Noodles.
if my argument doesn't work and I want to try a different one, I totally fucking can. There's
Okay,
nothing
that's
that
not you
stops me from
changing
that.
your argument. That's you just presenting a new one.
Okay, who cares? I can do that in a debate too. You've presented plenty of new arguments.
You can present a new argument, but you can't change the one you already have.
Why? What says that?
Okay, literally common sense. Noodles, if you're
Common sense?
Okay,
Oh, so we're appealing common sense.
Stop talking. Noodles, if you have an argument and you're already going off on this argument and you've been presenting scans to make this argument going on, right? Then guess what? Then you can't change it because that goes against everything that we've been doing before. Like, bro, what? Like, yo, this is just boring at this point. Like, bro, we can just conclude. I'm tired of this. We can just conclude at this point.
With common sense. Let's think about this in a common sense debate context, right?
Oh, don't try to strawman my
If we're
argument,
debating, right? Because you're saying like it makes sense to not change your argument, right? And I'm going to show you why it does make sense to change the argument and why it doesn't affect people on the other side if you do. Okay, so if you make an argument, right, and let's say you refute my argument. Let's say I make an argument, you refute my argument, okay, and then I change the argument. You're saying that's unfair, right?
Repeat. I have to leave. Give me a second.
You're saying that's like completely unfair of me to do.
Do what?
The fact that I changed my argument and didn't defend the old argument means I lost that argument. It means I dropped it. So that's not unfair for you. I'm just basically presenting a new entire argument every time I change arguments. That's a new argument every time. It's like forever adapting. So unless you're gonna sit there and say that like making new arguments shouldn't be allowed in a debate, then you weren't even allowed to debate in this debate in the first place by your own standard.
Okay.
Because you presented an argument in the very beginning that would be considered a new argument.
Okay, you're just simplifying my argument to make it fit, bro. Okay, you're just not listening. All right. So my argument is this. Okay, you've already made an argument. Okay, and you've been making this entire argument for the entire time. You have not even took the opportunity to change it. You haven't done anything. Now,
no, I did change it.
I'm not done talking. Shut up. Okay.
So well, you're lying again,
okay,
bro.
I'm
like,
lying.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, Noodles. You can't just say 2 + 2 = and then cut the teacher off when he's talking. No, you can't do that. It hasn't
Oh
finished
fuck
yet.
yeah, I can. Fuck that.
No, you can't. You're retarded. Shut up. Like, bro, what the fuck? You're dumb. You're dumb as shit. Shut up. You're dumb as fuck. All right. So like I said, okay, you've already made your argument, and then as soon as you get debunked, you want to change the argument? No, you can't do that. That's not how that works. You can
okay, so as soon as my argument gets refuted, I make a new argument. Ooh, you can't do that. The rules of the universe say no.
An argument can be refuted.
Why are you saying that? You have no justification for why I can't do that. You're just saying I
Noodles, okay. You sound dumb because debunking something and refuting it is two different things. I don't see how I have to explain this to you, okay? I can refute a point, but that does not mean I'm debunking the point. Like, it's just stupid as hell. Like, yo, this nigga's retarded, bro. Like I said,
let's hypothetically assume that you made me concede one of my arguments. Am I not allowed to make a new argument that's an adaptation of that old argument?
What? No. Bro, actually, yeah, you can.
Why? Why are you saying that? You're just saying no. Like, what's your actual fucking justification for why? Give me a fucking justification for why right now. I want you to tell me why I can't do that.
God. Okay,
tell me why I can't do that right now.
I'm not even done talking. Just shut up, okay?
No, I want you to tell me why I can't do that,
Your
bro.
goons in the chat can keep hyping you up, but that's not gonna help you, bro.
I don't give a fuck about what they're saying in chat.
Yes, you do. That's how you work, bro. So like I've already said, okay, this is going way too far. I've already said my piece. I'm tired of going off on the same points.
Been kind of a fucking rat and a piece of shit this entire time. So
I'm not ratting, bro. You don't want to talk about a piece of shit with me, bro. But like, here we go. He bans me. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. One of your own people are sitting here saying that you're being a ratty. Like, come on, Noodles. I expected better from that, bro. I expected way better from that. Come on, bro. I expected way better from you, Jude. Like, bro, that's crazy. I expected way better from Noodles, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like, I expected way better from you, my nigga. Like, I really did. Hold on, let me just restart my disc for a second. Like, that's crazy. I expected way better from you, Noodles. That's like just insane. Like, you had to rat to beat me, and you were still losing. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, the people in general can keep licking you off. Like, I understand that, but like, bro, come on now.